to
Right.
describe in detail, but I can give you how I make important decisions.
Please.
I have a 6-step process, and if people want to jot it down, I call it OOCEMR. Those are the trigger letters for what I do, OOCEMR. I'm fortunate enough, I have 114 companies. We do over $10 billion in business. I have no business background, all decision-making, learning skills, et cetera. But way back then when I had a small business, these decisions were just, it was tough. They were important decisions. They felt like they were life and death decisions for the business. And so I was trying to find a decision-making model, and I thought, well, all decision-making is really value clarification. Like, what's most important to you? Like, what you decide, what someone else decide may be different, but may be right. Because it's about what do you value most, right? So I thought I should start with decision-making, not by all the emotion that I may have of either anxiety or fear or excitement or passion. Either one can lead you astray. It's like, what do I want? What's the outcome? That's the first O.
Outcome.
So I get people, and by the way, I tell people, do not do this in your head. The reason people get overwhelmed is they ask multiple questions too fast to answer. And you're asking 20 questions and you don't have the processing power to answer them, so you're just going to overwhelm. Slow it down,
Write this
one
down.
thing at a time, right? But start not with what you're afraid of, start with what you want. Because that's how the human nervous system is designed. It's designed to make things happen, to create. So if you become a creator, you start with the what. So what are your outcomes? And this is the reason it's hard to make decisions for most people is they have multiple outcomes they're trying to get from the same decision, right? They want to make everybody happy and they want to make $1 million and they want to have more free time, and, all simultaneously. So you have to say, which of those things is most important to you? Is it the free time? Is it the family time? Is it to make more money? You have to decide what's most important for you, right? So I have people write down their outcomes, and they're usually if they're having a hard time, it's because there's multiple outcomes. And then I also say, don't ever do this in your head because you can't manage it all in your head. Picture's worth 1,000 words. So you write down the outcomes and then you put them in order. And then you put the why, because the why is what matters. Like, what is the reason? What's the emotion behind this? What is it even though I say this is what I want, what do I want out of this? What's it going to give me? It's going to give me joy. It's going to be happiness, fulfillment, spiritual development. What is it, right? So now when you're crystal clear what you want and the order you want it in, and that's critical. What's number one? You got to be rigorous. Now you can make decisions by going to the second O, what are your options? And I always tell people one option is no option. 2 options is a dilemma. You need at least 3 choices to be a choice, right? And when you get to 3, you usually find there's 4 or 5. Now, you may not like them all, but you shouldn't lie to yourself and say, this is the only option. That'll stress you out. Or these 2 are the only option, you'll get stuck in a dilemma. So I write out all the options. Then I go to OOC is consequences, which is what you're doing the decisions for. What's the upside and the downside of each of these decisions to the best of my knowledge? The upside could be this and this, the downside could be that and that. I've considered the first half. Okay. Now you know what exactly you want, you know what your options are, and you know upsides and downsides of each.